World Rivers Part 6. Volumetric rate can be thought of as the mean velocity of the flow through a given cross section times that cross sectional area. Mean velocity can be approximated through the use of law of the wall. In general, velocity increases with the depth or hydraulic radius and slope of the river channel, while the cross sectional area scales with the depth and width of double counting of depth shows the importance of this variable in determining the discharge through the channel. Affects fluvial erosion. In its youthful stage, a river causes erosion in the watercourse, deepening the valley hydraulic action, loosens and dislodges aggregate which further erodes the banks and the riverbed. Over time, this deepens the riverbed and creates steeper sides which are then weathered. The steepened nature of the bank causes the sides of the valley to move downslope, causing the valleys to become shaped. Waterfalls also form in the youthful river valley. Waterfalls also form in the youthful river valley, where a band of hot rock overlays a layer of soft rock. Differential erosion occurs as the river erodes the soft rock more readily than the hot rock. This leaves the hot rock more elevated and stands out of the river below. A plunge pool forms at the bottom and deepens as a result of hydraulic action and abrasion. Flooding. Flash flooding caused by a large amount of rain falling in a short amount of time. And then flooding is, of course, the mouth of the river in area after heavy rain may cause flooding and significant erosion of the beach as well. As we talk about flooding, flooding is a natural part of a river cycle. The majority of the erosion of the river channels and the erosion of the deposition on the associated floodplains occur during the flood stage. In many developed areas, human activity has changed the form of river channels, altering magnitudes and frequencies of flooding. Some examples of this are the building of levees, the straightening of channels, and the draining of natural wetlands. In many cases, human activities in rivers and floodplains have dramatically increased the risk of flooding. Straightening rivers allows the water to flow more rapidly downstreams, increasing the risk of flooding places further downstream. Building on floodplains remove flood storage, which again exacerbates the downstream flooding. The building of levees only protects the area behind the levees and not those further downstream. Levees and banks can also increase flooding upstream because of the backwater pressure. As the river flow is impeded by the narrow channel banks, detention bases. The detention bases finally also reduce the risk of flooding significantly by being able to take up some of the flood water. Sediment yield. Sediment yield is the total quantity of particular matter suspended or bedload reaching the outlet of a drainage basin over a fixed time frame. Yield is usually expressed as kilograms per square kilometer per year. Sediments delivery process are affected by a myriad of factors such as drainage area size, basin slope, climates, sediment type, lithology, vegetation cover, and human land use management practices. The theoretical concept of the sediment delivery ratio between yield and total amount of sediment eroded, indicates that not all of the sediment is eroded within a certain catchment that reaches out to the outlet. For example, deposition on floodplains. Such storage opportunities are typically increased in catchments of larger size, thus leading to lower yield and sediment delivery ratio.